What's up, YouTube? This is the Scrapper Way coming at you with my first video of hopefully many. I figured I'd just make this channel to show you how me and my father do our business. So I'll be back at you real soon. It is actually garbage day on another area, so I'm going to take a quick stroll through here just to see if anybody has put out garbage yet for this area is actually garbage day. So, oh, nice. Let's rush on out there. Start off with some random scrap. Oh, I do have some stuff in the truck already, but why not pick up some stuff while we're here, right? And looks like that's gonna be not metal. What's this? It's actually metal in here. Go after that since it's right there. It's there, you gotta take it. But yeah, as I was saying, garbage day is actually tomorrow for here. They pick it up tomorrow. So, figured I'm going to go to the place where garbage has already, it's being picked up today. And then, we'll do the area that isn't being picked up. I don't normally go to places that are being picked up. Usually I go to places where they're being picked up the next day, but I figured, why not take a shot and see if there's anything that the junkers missed, because you never know. The junkers do miss stuff. We actually have a lot of junkers in our area. So since this is my first time, I saw somebody outside, and once I get more used to it, and maybe even if I see somebody outside, I'll bring the camera with me, but for that time I didn't want to. But I did find a little bit of something. Found some brass, some copper, a little bit of scrap. It's always good. Yep. What do we got here? What is this? Oh, looks like some metal. What do we got here? Just a bunch of random metal stuff. So, considering it's pretty much all metal, I'm gonna double check. You never know. I could really use something to drink, let me tell you. I'm hoping I can go and head to the metals mill at some point and throw some gas into the truck. Oh, we've got pups. We have got pups, people. Pup dogs. Pup doge. My kid loves that. Little pup doge. Anything? Chances are, I watch a couple of the other scrapper guys. Shout out to them. They kind of gave me the go-ahead to do this, because when I saw them doing it, I was like, well, it's nice to know that other people are, it's not nice to know that they're struggling, but it's nice to know that there's people you can cope with that are going through the same struggles, kind of makes you feel a little bit better to know you're not the only one dealing with the pain. Not that I wish pain on anybody. I do not. Scrap prices have gone down. Just about everything you can think of has gone down. Scrap, metals. It'll be nice to have somebody to talk to when I'm doing this, because you don't got a camera going or nothing, then you're pretty much just talking to yourself. Of course, I'll have to edit certain things out, because here and there, sometimes trouble has a way of getting the best of you, I guess we'll say. I do need a pop, though, because I'm going to go crazy. For those of you who don't know what I mean when I say I need a pop, I'm talking about a Coke. A Coca-Cola. I need me a Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. I'll be back at you guys in just a second. Alright, guys. We are back at it. Let's see what we get. Now, we are still in the area that is currently getting picked up today. And as I said, I've seen a couple of different scrappers that seem to do pretty good on the day of. I personally, what do we got here? I'm personally more used to going the day before, when everybody first starts to put it out. I don't know. I guess you could say the main reason I feel that way is because in our area, and I'm pretty sure there's other people that are dealing with this, it's not just me, there is a lot of junkers. And when I say a lot, that's an understatement. I'd say there's at least a good 50, 60, 70 junkers in my area, in the surrounding areas, and they all come to, pretty much everywhere area I go to. So the best thing to do would be to get out there and get it the day that people start putting it out. That's just unfortunately the way it is. Surprisingly enough, I've already made like 2 or 3 pickups on, like I said, on an area that's being picked up today. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, all things considered. I wouldn't have bet on even that. There's probably nothing in there. We got a box. Ooh, we got a couch. Ouch. It's a couch. Ooh, that's a bunch of batteries there. How about that? Probably all bad, but who knows? Maybe we can find a use for them somehow. Or scrap them somehow. I've never really scrapped batteries. Never scrapped batteries before. At least not like actual batteries. Car batteries I scrapped. But I do not know if there's an actual thing for scrapping regular batteries. Where do we go from here? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't normally junk most of this area. I don't really mess with that much, because it's considered, we consider it a Sunday area, and I don't really mess with the Sunday area that much. I kind of try to keep myself confined to the areas that I know, semi-well. This is awkward for me, because there isn't any garbage out. I don't understand what's happening. This is definitely a place where scrap day is, so I can't. This apparently isn't a scrap day. That's awkward. I could have sworn that this was a scrap day here. Well, gosh golly gee. Looks like we're going to go somewhere else that I also know is a scrap day. I'll tell you what, with the gas prices the way they are right now, that's the last thing you want to do is hit a road that is not garbage day. More often than not, you'll get put in a position, oh, what's this guy doing? Yeah, you're kind of breaking out into that guy's road there, buddy. That's another fun thing that we'll have doing this. See all the dumb Illinois drivers. There is some special drivers in Illinois, let me tell you. Oh, looks like it's garbage day here. Ooh, but he didn't, however, pick that up. I see scrap. It looks like it's a garage door. Not a garage door, but a garage door machine thingamajig right there. Yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll pick that up real quick and I'll just let you guys see me get it. That's a plus. It's all this stuff. A whole lot of nothing. That's what it is. What's this right here? Wood. Oh, goody. More woody. You know, like I was saying before, I'll bet a lot of these places actually had scrap the day before. It's the sad truth. Something you'll deal with a lot when you're scrapping is you'll always second guess if you would have done something different. If you would have just turned that one street would have been the one where you got your major payday. Oh, hold on. Take a look at it really quick. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? You could find something. Or, you know, you can find a whole lot of nothing, too. It's always a possibility. One thing that does scare me more than anything is finding nothing and then the entire day, you know. I mean, because I'll be honest, if there's nothing to upload, then I'm not going to bore you guys with, you know, cruddy uploads. There's got to be something for me to find in order to make it worth your while to watch. If I don't find anything, then I'm kind of wasting your time. And now we're going to go to the area that puts out today. Let's see what we see. I like to keep my eyes open just in case. You know, if you see something that looks like it could possibly be going, then you know, I'm not opposed to going up to somebody's door and, you know, casually just asking, hey, you getting rid of that? Because if you are, I'd love to help you with it. Take it off your hands. Recycle it for the better good. Have faith in me. Set my things I've seen. I don't believe. That's the truth. Come on, guys, give me some scraps. I just want the scraps, Master. I just want the scraps. Doesn't even have to be a full amount. I just want the scraps. Can I has the scraps, Master? I can has scrap. And some metals if you're not too inclined to do. I might not even do these next 2 streets. There is nothing out. There's a whole lot of nothing out right now. May have to go hit up my heating and air conditioning guy. Go see if he's got some stuff laying around. That's usually a good plan because he usually does a lot of work every day. May have to go make my run over there soon and see what he's got. My plan is to go and take in a small load of scrap, just to kind of start off and give you guys an idea of how that whole thing goes. Normally, we have a 14-foot trailer that we load up all of our stuff onto. But in lieu of trying to just get out here and start up this first episode for you guys, I decided I'm going to leave what's on the trailer from now and just take what's on my truck. And look down this real quick just to take a long look, my dad usually says. But I'll do my normal route that I normally do, just to, give it the old college try. Go ahead and leave in the comments, any type of, maybe you should try this, or maybe you should try that. I'm definitely down for any type of, suggestions to make things better for myself and for you guys. This is just the beginning. Nothing like some caffeine to get you going in the morning. I was debating on if I wanted to go get vanilla iced coffee from Dunkin', or if I just wanted to pop, and the cheaper of the two won the bet. Oh goody, more Woody. Wow, they are throwing away a lot of stuff there. I have to look at this. There is a lot of stuff over here. Garbage. Oh, there you go. Got 2 microwaves. And a whole lot of clothes. So, you guys didn't get to see that, but that was actually decent. Found some brass. Found 2 microwaves. Once I save up, I'm going to save up a little bit of money, and I'm going to get myself one of those holders for my windshield so that you can actually get a better look at what I'm looking at. Oh, there's a grill over there. Well, considering it's not out and it's still early, I don't want to be aggravating people by waking them up. So I'm going to let that go. Normally I would go and knock on the door, but yeah, a little early for that, and I don't want to mess people up. Like, we'll put our garbage out when we want to put it out. All right, no problem. I'm out of your hair. I'm sorry. Just your friendly neighborhood scrap guy trying to grab your garbage. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I'll take that though. Sorry guys. I will take that though. It's like, I don't even know what to call that, but I'll take it. side pieces that go on a truck. Like if a truck's a little bit too high for you to get into, you step onto them to get in. But I will say this. One of them, I don't know if it showed up on camera, almost it broke in two right in my hands as I was holding it. That was filled with rust. Filled with rust. But it's metal, and we'll take it. We will take it. Because the scrap gods will it to be. Ooh, it's a big screen. I don't normally pick up TVs, just want to throw that out there. The big reason why we don't pick up TVs is because they actually charge us to take the TVs now. They don't want them, they don't want to be bothered with them. So that's why that is the way it is. Apparently a lot of people are throwing away these shelving unit things. Don't know what that's all about. I have a theory. My theory is when you go around junking and you see enough places. I'm gonna take a look at this in a second once I do my little turnaround. But like for instance, if you're out junking and you see a whole bunch of seats or chairs of some sort, metal chairs, I don't know, what have you. If you see that, then maybe there's a sale going on or something. That's always been kind of how I feel about it. Wow, there's really nothing there. It just looks like a lot of stuff. Because I see that a lot. Like there'll be days where I'll literally call it just, looks like this is going to be a chair day, because I will find about 5 million chairs. And you'll see me from time to time let things go, because I definitely do that. I'm guilty as charged. Sometimes it's just not worth it for me to grab a bunch of chairs. I mean, I'm taking up a lot of, like, if I have to make the trip back home to get all the chairs off of my truck to go back out, a lot of the chairs are aluminum. So what you do is you cut them up and you save all the aluminum up. A lot of the time we save all of our metals up to take them all in one lump sum, which I actually just recently told my dad I'm not really trying to do anymore. I'm still going to do it, but it's like, if I'm taking a trip to the scrap mill, we could be putting more money in our pockets now if we were to just break it up and take it on the spot than to hold on to it. But I see some of the scrappers do it all the time. They find stuff and they break it down on site, or they break it down when they're taking the scrap in at the mill. And that's not that bad of an idea, because really, to take it all back home and to make that big deal about it, there's got to be money in it. But we'll see. I definitely have to let you guys meet my dad, because he's basically who started this whole thing. He is the wind that keeps me pushing. One of the strongest guys, if not the strongest person I'll ever meet, mentally and physically. He is a paraplegic and is paralyzed from the waist down, maybe even a tiny bit higher than the waist, but he started the scrapping business. From the get-go, he is the starter. He showed me how to do routes, showed me what can go and what doesn't go, pretty much showed me everything there is to know about the scrapping business, and there's still so much to learn. I don't consider myself an expert by any means. But I've definitely gotten better. I've been going in and out with him since 2004. You know, he did a lot of scrapping with his father for a while there. They even owned their own business at one point for salvage. It's a long story for another day, but what's all this? Looks like a bunch of woody. Yep. I'm going to have to learn how to edit very well, because there are certain things I want you guys to hear, but there's also certain times when there's nothing being said and it's just dead air. And I'm not exactly the most entertaining person in the world, so I'd hate to bore you guys with all that. Mostly I just want you to see how the scrapping goes. And then I'll drop in a few tidbits of me every now and then. My plan is to get a GoPro and get one of those headband things so I can have the GoPro on my head and then bring you guys with me that way. But for now, this will do. If I do get any viewers, if you guys can tell me in the comments how this view is. I personally think this view is actually kind of cool, but that's just me. What do I know? You know, maybe if it went up a little bit more, kind of just gives you guys a front and head view of what I see. Because you're looking at what I'm looking at. And, oh wow, somebody, jeez, you know, I have to look and see how heavy this is. I may pick this up. The only reason I picked that up is because I'm not finding anything. Those are a real pain to deal with. I don't know if you guys saw it when I drove up to it, but those swing sets are not, you know, those actual like couch swing sets. They are a real pain to deal with. But I'm not finding anything, and considering the circumstances that I want to actually go take a load in today, it would probably be better if I had as much weight as possible. So if the scrap gods could look down on me just a little bit and help me out here, I'd very, very much appreciate it. We are heading over to my heating and air conditioning guy's place just to kind of get a look and see if he's got anything. I don't know. We're going to do this area just because. I'm going to pick this up too. A little extra weight. We'll bring you guys with me for the heck of it. Oh, why not? A little extra weight. Toss it on the truck. Check the garbage cans. This is actually metal too. Grab that. Anything else hiding? No. This real quick. What is that? That's metal. So, did find this. Now we gotta try and get it on the truck. Be back in a moment. Hear that thing? Oh, that was horrible. Be right back. Yeah, I just want to say, guys, that thing that I showed you was heavy. Oh, so heavy. Man, getting that on the back of my truck was, I felt like I was going to break my back doing that. But we got it. And that was the master pickup right there. I do have stuff hanging out my truck, so I'm trying to drive careful. Because My air conditioning and heating guy is not too far from here. So I was going to kind of just look down a couple streets on my way to his house. Hopefully all my stuff stays on the truck till I get there. Whew. We have a load though, guys. That thing alone makes up for everything that I wasn't finding. That was very heavy. Ooh, I'll take those chairs though. Those chairs can come along. Let's see if I can get you guys a view of me grabbing the chairs. I don't think I can, but I will try. I'll tell you what, going to my heating and air conditioning guy's place is actually going to be a task now, because those two pickups I just made, whew, they were difficult, man. By the way, for anybody that has anything they'd like to add, yes, I know my load is not completely secure. I'm aware. It's unfortunate, but the stuff I'm picking up is very odd shaped. It makes it a lot harder for me to load it. We'll make it through. I will say, this is actually one of my lesser findings. A lot of the time, he'll have some more stuff, but I'm not going to complain. He allows me to come here. Alright, guys. Just about there. It's right here to the right. You gotta be a little careful going up this hill here, just in case, especially if I've got a lot of weight built up on the back. Alright. Let's see what the old scale says. Okay. 5,000. 5,010, huh? Alright. Alright, so I don't know how well it's going to record me taking my stuff out, but unfortunately, guys, I can't really. I already, as you can see, I already took a couple things out, but I can't really hold it, and I have nowhere to put it. So, for this time, until I get the GoPro, you guys are unfortunately going to have to just watch me from my pocket. But I promise I will figure out something better. I'm going to check this after the recording, and we'll see where we're at. Because this will not work for the future. I know. You guys have to watch me take everything out. But I promise I'll figure it out. See, because my truck, when I'm pulling stuff out of my truck, my truck will bounce all over the place. And I can't just rest my camera on top of my truck. I do, however, I need some cutters. I think I have some in here. Yeah. All right. I gotta cut some wires. You know what? If I can get this seat to come out in one piece. I'm gonna show all the metal underneath it, so they don't try docking me. Every now and then, some places will give you a hard time. However, I'm gonna cut the motor out of that one thing that I have over there. Oh, come on, fence. Let's go. Cut the wire on this real quick. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a motor in that. I'm going to test out that theory just for the heck of it. Yep, I was right. There is definitely a motor in that. There's a motor in this as well. I think I just broke my only hammer. Oh man. The things we go through as junkers, guys, let me tell you. Yeah, I just broke my only hammer. Well, that could be a problem. I don't think I have anything else to take that off with. So that in itself could be quite an issue. I may have to let that motor go. Well, guys, I got everything out, but you know, the many struggles of being a junker. I'm sitting there getting ready to leave, and I got everything all set to go, and guess what? Remember that heavy thing I told you guys about? Well, it decided to bust that on my tail end. So now I can't close my tail end correctly. Yeah, the many struggles of being a junker. I can't believe that happened. I'm so upset. But I'll catch you guys when I close it up and get out of here. So we'll see. I should be able to fix that. Hopefully. Let's see what we get on our way out. Looks like 4,200. Yeah, 4,200. And then still got to take in the extra stuff. I got some motors and some rotors. So I had a couple of motors that I tore out. Oops, sorry, my hand's in the way there. Had a couple of motors that I took out. 14 cents a pound. Got like $1.40 for it. It was next to nothing. I had rotors. I got 10 cents a pound for the rotors. About $6.20 for the rotors. That's why you always want to grab rotors when you can. And then I had 5 cents a pound on the steel, which isn't that great, but you know, it is what it is. $41. I had about 900 pounds for the steel, give or take. So in all, $48.60. And for the most part, that was pretty much just on today's run, with the exception of breaking my tail on my truck. That's not too bad. So it is what it is. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.